Doc, all the best stuff is made in Japan. Here's your musical overview of the episode. Today on the show, we're gonna paint a guitar hanger. I meant design. Then we're gonna take pictures of the gold sea serpents. After that, we're gonna paint a whole bunch of things. We'll probably get coffee and a bunch of other stuff. Welcome to M3 is 3D, the only 3D printing show that starts with an octave mandolin song. Oh yeah, here's a bit of an ephemera. Anyone who's watched the first episode of this show will remember I sponsored a NASCAR. And then I got this signed frame right here. Well, Chris Golden, the guy that has that car, drives that car, whatever, he said that this image actually appeared on the NASCAR website, which means technically my logo appeared on the NASCAR website, which is slightly cool. Now we've got a ways to go, but maybe eventually the octopus wall hanger will appear on the NASCAR website. And continuing the morning roundup, we do have another David can. We haven't even shipped the first one yet. We probably will paint it today. But yeah, these things are really selling lately. And of course we did have to remake the Slee Stack trash can, which is sad, but it seems to be coming out pretty good. Yeah, not bad. Here, of course, we have our German Shepherd boy. Came out perfectly adequately. We made the paws already, but the cat head is done. The largest size of pug boy. And perhaps the headline of the day, the T-Rex head, is completed. A big hammerhead wall hanger sold, so we're gonna probably queue it up on here. But yeah. I always wanted this to be a bigger item, no pun intended. But seriously, Meg from Discord, the one who suggested the fire guitar hanger, we're probably gonna make that today. Honestly, I'm almost making it so that I can make tons of puns, like this guitar hanger is fire. I pretty much just can't resist that. I don't have the depth of character to say no. One thing I do have the depth of character to do, we're getting to Dunkin' right now. All right, made my handy notes. Time to get this coffee. A little rainsy today, but it's a nice temperature. I kind of like, the best weather to me is like it just rained and now it's got that nice after rain smell. That's the best, but in order for that to happen, it has to rain, which does kind of suck. So I really am grateful to be alive. Random thought. This is a bit of a random thought. I was just thinking about like, what do I enjoy about this show and the community we have? Again, join the Discord in the link below in the description if you want. I definitely want to prioritize and hear your feedback, what you sort of like about the show, how it's serving you, that sort of thing. I don't know if this is a super original thing to notice, but it's like a lot of us entrepreneurs don't really have community. I'm like listening to this entrepreneurship audiobook right now, and it kind of just said that. It's like sometimes entrepreneurship can be a lonely road, which is kind of true. You know, you're working all the time. I started this, of course, when I had a job and I was doing this on the side. So then it's like you're doing a job, you're probably doing a full-time job, and you're doing stuff on the side. Comment below if you can relate to that. So yeah, obviously it can be kind of isolating. I mean, there's social media and that's great. And it's not like, you know, I meet up with people and stuff, but I'm just saying like this is a community. And I think that's what a lot of us kind of get out of this. Like I get so many comments, I always point it out when I get these comments that people watch during their morning routine or something. I mean, especially a lot of 3D printing people, they're setting up their printers. And so they're listening to these episodes. So yeah, it's like, I feel like that is probably a lot of the value this is bringing. But like I said, let me know below. I want to see if that sort of resonates with you guys, but that's part of what I enjoy about it. One community I'm definitely a contributor to, the dunk community. Pure, free-range, farm-raised dunk. I will say the term farm-raised, like farm-raised chickens and stuff, like I don't want to eat something that was raised, okay? Like, I don't know if there's really a better word, but it feels like murder. There's a bunch of signs for mayoral candidates, of course, because they're about to do that. And there's this guy named Damon Ruckle who's running. Every time I see Damon Ruckle, I think of Darius Rucker. I think that's the name of the guy from Hootie and the Blowfish. Man, that guy should run for president. Time to fix their budget, raid federal spending, entitlement reforms too. Might be dying down a little bit. Maybe if the sun comes out, we'll go for a walk. You know what time it is. Time to get pictures of the golden boy. Got it done in gold. Really filling out the guitar holder section. I forget what I called it. I think we're gonna work on the fire one next. All right, I worked for a good while on some flames. What we're basically gonna do is get the sort of basic shapes done, and then we're going to mold them in such a way that they can cradle a guitar nicely. But here is your very brief preview. Oh yeah. Numero tres. All right, it cleared up. We're gonna go for a quick walk. Also, I don't know if you guys ever deal with this, but when I just like sit and kind of design something for a long time, I just get that like slumpy bad feeling. A lot of what I'm doing is actually fairly physical. It's like we're moving things around, we're painting things, we're packaging stuff. When I'm just like sitting and not really doing much physically, it just I just got to get up and like work it out a bit. As Tony Robbins said, motion is emotion. Nature. It'd be funny if back in the day the Ford Motor Company had sponsored a choir. They could have called it. Okay, they really interrupted my joke. That's actually really ironic. I think I'm just not going to give you the punchline now. All right, I'm not giving you the punchline. Underneath the bridge. Take a look at how clogged up the creek is. You can see that that's the building through there. This is like how much debris and stuff that gets stuck. They have to clean this out every so often. I'm gonna be honest, it actually feels really good right here. It's like kind of out of the sun. Almost feels like a cave right here. We're just hanging out next to the water. Now we're on top of the bridge, and that's the swamp. I've kind of already said this. It's gonna be sad when they tear down these buildings. Also, I think my unit used to be a bookstore or something. I've always wondered what that was about. Yeah, even a few minutes in nature, such as it is, does help. Walks, boy. Oh, by the way, we sold a ton of stuff today, including another ice cream cone. Yeah, boy. We got I think this is number 3, the 3rd guitar octopus wall hanger ever. This one's gonna be blue, so let's get it cleaned up. We will get pictures of it tomorrow and ship it out Monday. let's get painting some stuff. This is the alien can. We're gonna tape off the eyes. And we got an Einstein. We've got the dolphin. Remember, this one is going Lisa Frank colors. I actually gave one of these to a friend once. Big Sharky. And of course, we have the kitty cat here. This guy is going orange, a la Garfield. Time to paint the Brontosaurus. Made a bunch of filament today. Since sales have noticeably increased, I'm having to make quite a bit more filament, which is a good thing. More filament than I'm used to. It's a really interesting thing to make enough progress that you're really noticing it. You know, like we've had consistent sales for years. It's gone up, it's gone down. Things were at a bit of a low point considering the history of the business, but we're pretty much in high gear. Like it could get much, much crazier, but things aren't bad at all right now. I'm glad that last year, you know, early in this series, that I set up 2 filament production lines, because we're at the point where I probably couldn't be making enough filament with one. In fact, I'm sure that I couldn't be. We definitely need both of them at this point. Like a few episodes ago when this motor stopped working and we had to replace it, I ran it on one rig for a while and it really wasn't enough, which is kind of why I changed it pretty soon after that happened and didn't put it off, because we actually really need it. Now, to put this in perspective, one mistake I've kind of made perennially with the business is like I would start having pretty good sales and then I would kind of stop putting out new products, and you know, things would go well and then it would be like more dead, and I'm like, oh, I guess I need to develop more products. And I kept doing this thing, and like after a while, probably about a year ago, I realized actually putting out new products is driving a lot of traffic to the store. You know, that and other things is why the goal board was developed. Like in the times where sales were so-so, I probably was putting out 2 or 3 new products per week, but then sales would kind of ramp up because something would start hitting, then we'd like make those. But then like things would kind of level off and you would never quite get momentum. That's really like one of the big thoughts that went into the goal board, making sure we get at least 3 products per week. Like it's gonna be whether we're busy, whether we're not busy, whatever. Like the point at which I stop putting out 3 new products is probably at the point where I'm gonna have to hire people, because this is just such a priority. Really, I can't emphasize how much of a game changer this was. All right, let's get some before shots. Of course, we got the dolphin, like I said, Lisa Frank colors. This is normal colors, just gray and white. Tomorrow we're gonna get paints and finish the donut finally. Orange, psychedelic colors, and purple. And I already got this guy done, so we just put him out here. And after. Yes, this is the Lisa Frank dolphin. It's a variation on the sunset fade, but of course we have to have the purple there, kind of fades there. And I just thought it'd be nice and different putting the yellow that way. But yes, we've got the Sharky here. Of course, orange kitty cat, the psychedelic Einstein, and classic purple dino. All right, spent a little over an hour working on the firewall hanger. And we got this done in blue. So that's photos tomorrow. Get a whole nother Guitar Octo item out of that. Ugh, that's a pretty solid day. I'm really thinking about what colors I want to do with the sea serpent. Thinking about like a black and white fade, but making the crests and stuff red or something like that. Red really catches people's eyes, like those colors like red and yellow, like that'll grab people's attention. So it's like if you can come up with an excuse for a product to be those colors, it's kind of worth doing. I think reflecting on what happened today, I am most grateful for yet another ice cream cone selling. Yeah, That's a good feeling. Yeah, that's a good feeling. I can't wait for this fire guitar hanger design to be done. It's really going to depend on how I paint it, but I think I can make it look nice and flamey. I don't have any items that are flames, but I do have some that fade from like sort of red to orange to yellow. I might have to play with it a while to get it to look just really, really good, but I feel like it's doable. Responding to the last episode, talking about Gary Moore. Kirk Hammett bought the guitar he played, went for big money, I bet. People are throwing out ideas for the guitar hangers. Several kinds of flames, hot rod flames, if the others for some reason don't work. It's an interesting idea. Also, drips could look cool. Like the guitar has an outer shell of drips, throwing out randos. I mean, maybe it could be like paint splatter, like you're throwing a can of paint or something. I don't know. There's something there. But I kind of like this idea of guitar hangers that are sort of inanimate objects. See, what I had been thinking of this whole time is like animals or creatures or something holding the guitar. And we'll probably still do a few more of those, but there's like so many other things. Yeah, clouds could be interesting. I'm not exactly sure how you do it, but I could kind of picture that. I don't know. The old nog is chewing on it. Well, I'm super beat. Let me know in the comments what you're grateful for. What small moments of levity are you experiencing this fine day? What did you do this morning? Did you do anything interesting? Did you do anything mundane? Let me know in the comments. I'll probably give you a heart, probably give you an upvote. We drop these every day. You are the Gratitude Gang. We are grateful for things. Peace out.